Hi guys, welcome to Big Loz Official. This week, I had a bit of an injury last week in training, so I thought I'd bring you guys to see Tim. Tim's been working with me for probably about 6 months now.
Yeah, a little bit.
Maybe a bit longer than that. Kind of got a good relationship going. He's got a brilliant background in various different sports, football being your main, but you focus on rugby quite a bit as well.
Rugby as well, yeah.
You've worked with myself and a few other strongman bodybuilders. So I've been seeing Tim for a while now. He's been great at getting me back from injuries. I see you every week, you know, just as normally, like as a maintenance thing. Unfortunately,
there's always something
the
to tweak.
Hasn't kind of worked out too well,
Yeah.
has it? It's always been
Yeah.
trying to get me back from like the back issue or legs or small little pec tears and stuff like that. So we've come to have a look at my leg. You can see it's bruised up a little bit now. It's not too bad. The movement's okay. We're kind of going to try and figure out exactly what's going on with it. I'm pretty confident that the actual quad's fine.
Yeah.
I think it's something in the adductor area.
Yeah, so it obviously where the bruise is, it looks like it's the groin. We have had a little bit of a niggle there, and we've already discussed about why we think this might have occurred. But what we want to do today is just assess and try and narrow down what exactly has happened, and more importantly, what level of injury has occurred.
Yeah.
So are we looking at something minor, because looks can be deceiving, or is it something a little bit more significant that's just going to warrant?
Cool. What kind of treatment are you going to look through giving me today?
So today, you did this on Saturday, right?
Yeah.
So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So you're out of that sort of dangerous zone, what we would call acute.
Yeah.
So we can be fairly aggressive. We can get into there. Depending on what we find from the assessment, obviously loads of soft tissue work. You know, I like working with my hands. We've got other various modalities of cupping, acupuncture, and just a few other little tricks of the trade that we can throw in there as well.
Cool. So obviously for me, it's trying to figure out a plan of how long this is going to take to recover and get myself back into full training. We look at using the complex to keep kind of strength in the areas that I can't train at the moment. I never stop training. Like I've trained a couple of times this week, but I'll always train around injuries. I personally think it benefits me and helps me recover quicker. Maybe other people disagree. I don't know how you feel on it, but
no, I'm a big one for training.
I see a lot of people that get an injury and they're like, "Oh, that's the end of the world. I've got to stop." Whereas obviously, if you tear a quad, you're not going to go out and squat, but you can still train other body parts. You can start to build up slowly. So if all you can do to start with would be like get on a bike and do some kind of movement.
Yeah, definitely.
I try and make sure I'm always doing something to just promote blood to get around the area and speed up recovery. Obviously, getting treatment from guys like Tim, massively important, particularly in strongman, a top level sport anyway, full stop these days.
Well,
it just takes its toll on the body.
You know it's important, not just when you're injured as well.
Yeah,
so looking after yourself all the time.
It's actually really nice when I'm not injured, and I'm not kind of coming to you with an injury, and it's just like, right, let's just go through the body today. If anything's tight, we can kind of loosen it up and work on things.
But we are going to do a little bit of work.
Yeah, we're going to have a look at my pecs tend to get a bit tight, so I want to kind of keep on top of that. That's been really helping my bench, and my symmetry's getting better now on benching, working on my lats, pecs, tie-ins with the shoulders, triceps. Obviously the injuries I've suffered, so many, that I've got a few imbalances there, and just getting the scar tissue worked out kind of tends to help me, and I tend to perform a little bit better. So yeah, last week was a bit unfortunate. We've kind of looked at different reasons of why it happened, like looked at my sleeping patterns, stress, hydration, various different factors we've kind of gone through, and there's a few things there. Obviously I've got a newborn baby, so sleep hasn't been perfect. Had a little bit of a cold, not ideal. We have looked into getting even more scientific with checking blood and stuff like that.
Blood lactate levels and
there's all kind of things where
some oxygen therapy maybe.
Yeah, just no giving up. Just got to keep trying, and that's kind of why I want to do the video for you today. Obviously, it's devastating getting an injury. Nobody likes it. It sucks. But you kind of have your little sulk, have your night of eating ice cream and crying, and then you get up the next day and you've got to push on and have a plan of action to get back. So that's where we're at now.
Okay, do the right side. And down. Did you hit the wall then?
Just ever so slightly.
Do the left one. Down. Right again. Down. Left. Good. Stay as you are. Okay. Right side. Down. And then left. Okay, fine. So we're going to go, because you've got various muscles that go to different regions within this groin, we need to assess it within
different
angles, different ranges, So the first one's going to be my forearm, in between your legs. Okay, so just gently build the pressure. If you feel like you can go almost full tilt, so that's your symphysis joint popping, that's normal. Any pain there?
No.
No, you feel good?
A shake.
You feel like you're shaking, but no pain?
No.
Good. 2 fists, so bring your knees closer together. You can't hurt me, so give it a squeeze. Good, how's that?
Again, starting to shake when I try.
Shake, but no pain?
No.
Good. And squeeze it against one fist if the quads will let us. How's that there?
Okay.
That's all good, no pain?
No.
Okay. Straighten your legs. We're not going to be able to get you to squeeze in tight there. Fine. If you bend both legs, hold them up in the air.
Yeah.
Any pain?
No.
Just open up a little bit. Squeeze against my legs, my hands. How's that?
It feels right.
Feels okay.
Yeah.
This one,
without
smashing the place up, need that drink. Just see how far you can take your leg out. Good. And then our friend here. Good. Any pain?
No.
Nothing at all?
No.
Okay. Right. That's pretty much the groin in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Let's just make sure the quad isn't involved.
Yeah.
Because we're not, it could be that sort of lateral border or intermedialis underneath could be involved. So let's be sensible and rule that out. So from here, just go to straighten your leg.
A little bit of tenderness right there when I.
Okay, and relax. And again, push from here.
Yeah, round there again.
Round there again. Yeah. Just tighten your quads for me, Loz. Any pain?
No.
So if I'm there, is that sore?
No.
Just relax your quad a little bit. Sit yourself up, big man, facing that way. Sit down this side. So from here, just go to straighten your leg against mine, just push against, alright, relax. You've got shins of granite from all those years of deadlifting. Just push.
Yeah, that hurts.
That hurts. Where does that hurt?
In there.
All in there. Nothing round down.
No, knee feels fine.
But definitely.
Yeah, I'd say kind of underneath my hand. It's hard to direct like a pinpoint.
Yeah.
But as soon as I try and extend, just kind of like under there is.
Okay. Let's go back onto our back, please. Did you feel a pop?
Yeah, massive.
Did you hear a pop?
Yeah.
Okay. And then how high was the pain at that point? Was it like an intense?
It was instant, yeah. Like it just stopped me in my tracks, kind of.
And it eased off straight away?
No, it didn't really ease off. Yeah, that like you don't. Yeah, I got that like instant kind of shock almost, rather than pain, I guess.
Yeah.
And then as the day went on, you get like that ache come out.
Okay, squeeze again against me.
That's okay. No, that's fine.
Nothing there.
No.
And bend. I'm just double checking the groin here because it's sort of presenting as two different things. Okay, squeeze. Happy there, yeah?
Yeah, I'm trying to squeeze harder
right,
this
relax,
time
relax.
than I did last time.
Yeah, you just make my forearm bow a bit there. And from here, just go to straighten.
Yeah, certain.
That's the one.
Yep.
Okay. So, from that, I'm actually quite happy your groin is functioning how it needs to be.
Yep.
Every test that has produced pain has been quad dominant.
Yeah.
So leg extension.
Yep.
And in the region of your vastus medialis. So you know the big oblique, the big teardrop muscle there.
Yeah.
That's the one that seems to give us the most amount. Now you got to remember that will track all the way up.
Yeah.
Up into here. Your groin is strong. You didn't get any pain.
No.
As soon as we go into leg extension,
Yeah.
lying as you are and seated,
Yeah.
that's when we get it. So it's changed completely from what we thought.
Okay.
It actually, on clinical testing, this is why we do our testing, it looks like it's actually your vastus medialis, the inside quad.
Okay.
Okay. So if you were to look on here,
Mm-hmm.
so this is your VMO, and you can see how he tracks up.
Yep.
And goes quite high up in. It's not groin.
Yeah.
But it definitely. It goes into the realms of where groin will overpass it.
Yeah.
And you know, if you've been unfortunate enough to tear it further round,
Yeah.
say as opposed to the superficial part, which is at the front here,
Yeah.
you're going to get this bleeding round in there.
Yeah.
But on testing, it actually looks like your quad.
Okay.
It doesn't change what we do
No.
because it's still a soft tissue injury. It's regardless. It doesn't matter which one it is.
Yeah.
We still manage it exactly the same way.
Okay.
Break it down, get it moving, get strength, and we're back. Does that all make sense?
Yeah.
That's interesting because you haven't seen Angus, have you?
No.
Because from where you were pointing, I would have definitely from the history, I would have definitely said about groin.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. No. That's what I was thinking.
And that clinical testing. Well, you felt it though, didn't you? That's the main thing.
Yeah.
Your groin felt strong. Whereas when we go on to that leg extension, just try and do a squat for me. How does that feel?
I could feel it. I almost felt like I was trying to
Favour.
the. Yeah. I'm okay there, and then from about here, just light pain, and then it increases as I kind of.
So when you say the pain, where is that pain? Yeah. So again, in keeping with vastus medialis. Don't forget your brew. Yeah. So working through there.
Yep.
See if this feels okay. Sore?
No, it feels okay.
You definitely feel tension in there.
Can you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can feel that. Yeah.
Are we training tonight?
I might do. I'll see. Depends how much time I've got. To be honest, 'cause I've got a client tonight. Highly likely that I won't train today. I'll probably train tomorrow.
Just as he says that.
No, I told Harry it's the VMO,
Yeah.
and he just said how bad the tear. Didn't think it's a speedy recovery. Yeah.
We'll know how you respond from this tomorrow.
Yeah.
So if you wake up and you're in bits and you're quite sore and grumpy in there,
Mm-hmm.
perhaps we're looking at a slightly bigger tear. But if we're not gonna, if it doesn't aggravate badly, does that make sense?
Yeah.
And we've always said I'm not a keen one to diagnose too quickly
Yeah.
because things can change
Yeah.
in hours. So what initially presented as a very significant injury could actually just turn around to be, a week, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Anything there?
Feels slightly different than before. Yeah, that's closer.
Closer.
Yeah, around that kind of area is definitely tight.
Okay. So that's on it there.
Yeah.
That's where we marked it as saying it was sore.
Yeah. Yeah. When you're going to go down the leg, it sort of eases off.
Yeah. So what we do is we cluster, because I can still see where it is.
Yep.
We cluster sort of quite a large circle around it. So we found what we believe to be the main area of where the tear is, and now with some acupuncture needles we're doing a technique that's called clustering. So this needle here is on the most significant site of pain, and now we're just going to place needles all the way around with the idea that we stimulate large blood flow, which then promotes healing into that very localized area. We've done this technique with Laurence before. Where have we done this, Loz, before? It was the quad after you were in Belfast.
Yeah, we did. You've done quite a lot on my back as well.
Just a couple more. The one thing we have to remember with Laurence is he's not your normal size client, so we always have to just go a little bit bigger than what we would do with normal average Joe. But again, that's fine. So here in the centre, that's our epicenter if you like, that's where we believe the tear to be. And then all those other needles that surround it are now stimulating big blood flow to the area to help promote healing. But we'll just leave you there just for a few minutes,
okay.
Let them do their magic, and then we'll take them out, reassess, see if we've aggravated things or made things feel any better, and then we'll come up into your pecs and shoulders. It's going to be a bit stiff because you've just had acupuncture.
Yeah, it's tight, but I feel like I'm not pushing to the right side this time.
Okay, just sit yourself onto the bed, so you're facing that way. So your legs clear the floor.
Waxy.
The little goes a long way. Plus, if you're at someone's house and you go like that, nothing spills out everywhere, you're alright.
Yeah, it's not like having oil or something, is it? You prefer using wax?
Yeah, because a lot of what I do, I like to have the grip,
Yeah.
and if I haven't got the grip, sometimes I need that little bit of slide, so I put quite a lot on there because I want this to slide.
Yeah.
So let's straighten our leg. So as I'm coming up, I want you just to bring it down, yeah. Is that sore?
It's okay.
And come back up. Just keep doing this, just do a few. It's a big old muscle. Good, hand up. I'm not imagining there's anything there. Just a little bit of tightness maybe. Hand up. And again, drop it down.
It's a bit tighter.
Feeling that one?
Yeah.
And again, up. Drop it down. What a tune this is.
Yeah.
New Age Radicals.
You get what you give.
Slowly drop it down. Okay. Just try a squat now. End range tension, or does that feel easier throughout, or as sore?
It feels a little easier. Going through the motions, okay?
Yeah. Okay. Like I said, I can't.
If it was like majorly bad, I wouldn't be able to squat at all. So.
Well, yeah, just because of your sheer mass as well. You know, you're not.
It's a weight to
It's a weight. I know it's all relevant,
Mm.
but still, I'm happy at saying it's not groin.
Mhm.
Just purely on the fact that every time we do a groin test, there's no replication of pain.
Yeah.
So you'd have, unless there's some, you've got a new muscle in there that I know nothing about. You know, it's on that leg extension.
Mm.
So like say in that position there, so just pop your leg straight. Sit
Sorry,
yourself
yeah.
down. It's that.
Yeah, that's definitely like even just that.
Just
I
that,
can feel that.
just that initiation.
Yeah, whereas any of the groin tests have been
Yeah.
fine.
So for me, it looks like it's your VMO, and it's just going to be these higher fibres, which is a bit deceptive because it looks like it is.
Yeah,
Really
I
in the
guess
groin.
it's where it's bleeding to, isn't it?
Yeah, you know, I've seen dead legs before. Someone's taken a whack here, and you're getting bleed. You got bruise all the way
I
down the
remember I
leg.
tore my hamstring once, and the bruising went all into the calf.
Yeah,
and
so gravity assists it down.
yeah.
So right, okay, we'll put an action plan together with that at the end. Let's move on to pecs and everything else. So
It's all the same, isn't it? Just look after it.
So a little bit of scrape.
Yep.
Just as normal. So right into where the sternum is.
I think what I might do is train upper body tomorrow. As long as you think I'll be alright too.
Yeah, yeah.
Probably just miss lower body completely this week, like leg stuff. And then see if I can do some lighter, just maybe some very light leg extensions.
Light leg extensions. Curls, I think you probably would be able
Yeah,
to
okay.
get up a bit.
Maybe some stiff-legged deadlifts.
Try.
Just
Start
light.
off low and progress and have a cut-off point.
Yeah.
Calf raise.
Yeah, it gives me a good excuse to work my crappy calves.
Your crappy calves. But then don't forget the other one, soleus.
Yeah.
So like, you know, that knee bend. It's a bit tight through there.
What kind of stuff would you get like the footballer or rugby players doing to come back from something like this?
Yeah, not too different. You just, what changes for me, all injuries the same. What changes is the very end stage of what that person does for a sport.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna get Laurence Shahlaei dribbling a football 50 metres,
Yeah.
doing a 90-degree turn,
Yeah.
and
It's got to be sports.
it's got to be sport specific. So it's only at the very end it would change, but you just got to make it relevant. You know, their weights would be far less. Footballers are quite hard. I'm opening myself up here now. Footballers are quite hard to generate to get to work hard in the gym.
Yeah.
There's a small minority that really enjoy it and understand.
Yeah, but
the
it's
benefit.
not their. It's not their.
It's not what they do, and unfortunately, it's the older ones that tend to grasp onto it at the end of their career because they see that that's a way of keeping them in the game.
Yeah.
They get stronger and they're
Yeah.
fitter. You know, really, you should do it from a young age.
I actually think the way my arm hangs is better than it used to. It's still shit, but it's better than it was. I'd stick my arm out when I started, and I'd just rest it there. That would be like full extension.
Is that tight through there?
Yeah. Ugh.
So that's coming into a little bit of pec minor.
That hurts more than going over the damn quad. Certain areas just suck.
But you never really got pecs done, did you?
No, not before I met you.
Until you met me. Yeah, it's a massive powerhouse of your upper body. You know, it's still a muscle. You still got to look after it and condition it. It can reduce shoulder range of motion. You know, although you don't really do bench press, do you, in worlds or anything like that. But the chest is used nearly in everything.
Yeah.
And then just drop it down behind. Okay, come back up. So you drop it down. Good, and up. Slowly drop it down. That's a bit gritty. This one, just take it more up above your head. Good. Perfect. Like what?
Like
Is that tight?
clean grip snatch with a squat and a SOTS press with 100 kilos.
That challenge you? Okay, so you hold your arm there.
Yep.
So we come underneath that pec tendon. Just do that little retraction. One. Quite sore or not?
It's alright. It's been worse.
Yeah.
Oh, that's on
That's the
the
one.
money.
Good. 2, 3. You can feel it's tight. So there's a little bit of a flick there. And again. 4. Last one. And again. 5. Well done. Good. 5's enough.
Yeah,
For any
5
man.
is more than enough.
Honestly, the way your chest felt the first couple of sessions to how they feel now,
Yeah.
it's amazing the difference. Can you remember it was almost like
Yeah. It was like,
shards of glass smashing? It was just so crackly and I suppose the best word, and I don't like it, but fibrotic.
yeah.
You know, just drop your arm. You know, if it marks up, it just shows that it's an area that's sort of in distress and it needs to be broken down. But my intent isn't to go and try and make it. So like my argument was, look, I use it a lot along with the cupping. It works. You just gotta use it right. So we'll warm the lats up a little bit, dynamically. As long as I can, the shoulder will be fine.
Yeah.
Get you moving like we've done before,
Mm-hmm.
and then we'll bring in the big gun.
Yeah. Just talk through what you're doing there.
Is that tight through there?
Yeah.
Just scraping through the bigger part of your pec, so your pec major. So hit those sternal fibres. So got through pec major. Underneath this big pec major is pec minor, which Loz really enjoys getting done, but he understands the importance. Thanks to the bird. So we come underneath. It's quite intrusive. We come in on top of that rib cage, and then just retract. There, stretch it through. It's quite intense. And retract. Good. Is that more or less than the first one?
More.
That was more intense?
Yeah.
Okay. So we come up. And again, retract. 3. Unfortunately, I like the number 5. And again. 4. Well done. Pain is beauty. Last one. 5. Good. Well done. Get the volume back in.
Yeah.
You know, ultimately, are you as strong as the other side? If you were going to sort of look at it individually, and if it's yes, then you've achieved your goal. Okay. That's enough cream. So we're going to do exactly the same. We'll just scan through to begin with. So if you keep your hand exactly where you are.
Yep.
So we're going to use the bigger scraper now.
Okay.
And what we'll do is we're just going to come through where your lat and sort of triceps are. And we're just going to comb through. It's easy for me to say this shouldn't hurt. But what I'm generally trying to do here is just trying to feel for any particular areas of adhesion. Does that feel okay?
Yeah, it's just cold. It
It's
sounded
cold.
like it was.
So the beauty of this tool, it really does, if I need to, it allows me to get a lot of body weight into these tissues. But right now all I'm trying to do is just scan through, just pick up any areas that feel a little bit sticky, a little bit tight, before we start adding in some movement. So let's add in some movement. Let's bring our arm to here. As I'm working through, I just want you to reach up and above to your head. Perfect. Now this might, if it's too intense, say it's got to be tolerable.
Yep.
Okay, just start to reach. Good, and back up. Just do small ranges to begin with. Reach up above your head. Good, well done. How's that feel?
Okay.
Bit sore?
No, it's okay.
Good. Reach up. Well done. And again back. Start to reach. Really reach, 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 reach. Stretch, 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 stretch. Good. And up. So you can feel that bit sticky there.
Yeah, that feels. Go the tricep.
Yeah, triceps, but also where your lat comes up
Ties in.
and ties in as well. There. Yeah.
We'd normally work the tricep as well anyway, wouldn't we? But just avoiding it this week with
Yeah, just because for my hand positioning it's quite hard.
Yeah.
Good. You kids do a couple more reps.
Yep.
Reach, 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 reach. Good. And up. Going to come a little bit further forward than the rest.
Looser this side now. Feels nice.
Does it really though?
Yeah, no, it does.
Good.
Genuinely.
Fine.
You kind of, when I'm getting up straight off the bed after lying on it for a while, you just feel tired anyway.
Yeah.
It does, yeah.
Well, you do expel some energy when you tighten up. You're burning energy while you're down there. So.
Yeah. Okay, guys, we just finished up here with Tim. He was totally wrong with his prediction. I'll let you tell everyone what's been happening.
Well, we went off of the video footage that Laurence sent me on Saturday.
Yeah.
And just because with the in the build up to Saturday we did have a little bit of a groin injury, we were making the assumption it was groin. However, all of our clinical testing, which you guys have now seen, the groin was fine. The problems with this inside quad muscle, the vastus medialis, the bruise is a little bit misleading, but everything that we did to test the groin was a pass. However, as soon as we go into leg extension, so straightening the leg here, using the quads, that's when we replicated your pain, or brought on pain.
Yeah, any of the tests in that kind of scenario just caused discomfort. I'm actually pleased. It's not anything too severe, hopefully.
No.
It's just seeing how the next few weeks go really with recovery, and then making a decision on whether I'll be able to compete in some of the bigger shows. But I'm kind of trying to stay hopeful. The movement's good, so that's always a good sign.
Yeah, definitely.
There's no kind of pain just with no resistance. It's when there's some resistance there and it's got to fire a little bit harder that kind of pain increases.
But it has progressed.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
today's sessions felt good. To be honest, certain upper body areas were worse than you kind of
Yeah.
the leg. So all good. Just need to see how the next few weeks go now. I'll get some more treatment in with you in the next few days, and we will see where we go.
Yeah, definitely. Start rehab straight away.
All right, thank you, Tim, for
That's
seeing me
okay.
today.
Good seeing
Hope you guys enjoyed that. It's a little bit different. Obviously, not ideal getting injured, but I want to always show you guys, what a professional athlete goes through. I get so many messages and so many people say, they almost think things are different because we're at different levels, but you see that heartache, the disappointment when it happens. You probably usually find me first night tucked into a tub of Ben and Jerry, sulking about everything. But it's just making sure you pick yourself up and try and do everything you can. You know, get the right people around you. I'm lucky I've got Tim, Angus as well, who's my chiropractor. Both work really closely with them. With good coaches around me, and it's just trying to come up with a plan now. See how the next few weeks go. You know, we can't. You can never kind of give a definitive answer on an injury because the recovery process is different for everyone.
Yeah, exactly.
As a professional athlete, I tend to recover a lot quicker than say like someone you were treating just like the average Joe coming off the street.
Which you'd expect.
You know, it's you know, I'm constantly training and
yeah.
looking at different ways that I can recover. But hopefully, you know, it's giving you guys a bit of an insight into what I do, and maybe can help any of you if you do suffer with any injuries. Keep watching. We'll show you some more stuff of the next few weeks, how I'll try and rehab it, and hopefully get me back in time to compete at World's Strongest Man. That's the main goal this year. There's other competitions later in the year that I'll focus on, but obviously Worlds is the big one, so I'd like to be competing. It would be my 10th World's Strongest Man, so I'd like to do it, but we will see. We'll make the right decisions, and keep enjoying the videos, guys, and we'll see you next time.